What's up, guys? Very nice guy here, bringing you guys back with yet another video. But this video is gonna be a little different from any of the other videos I've ever made before. This is gonna be kind of a life story video, something that I've never done before. And I just wanna, bring variety into my channel. Do a lot of different stuff. I wanna be, I don't wanna be one of those guys that you go to the channel and you're like, oh yeah, this guy does combo guys and stuff like that. I just want to be known for doing a lot of different things and stuff like that. So I just want to bring a little bit of variety and stuff like that, or however you say that word. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into this video. Alright, so the story that's going to be told in this video is how the dean in my old school that I actually got expelled from asked me about freaking weed and drugs and stuff like that and where I got it from. Alright, so what happened is, I wake up in the morning and beat my meat for like 5 minutes as usual. Now I'm playing, but I wake up in the morning and I go to school as usual. We don't need to go into details about none of that because who freaking cares how I get to school. So I'll get to school, right, and I'm sitting in my class first period. I think I got ELA or whatever, but who freaking cares? So I'm in ELA for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. I just took out my binder, and the light skinned dean, right? That's what I'm gonna refer to them as. I ain't gonna give them no names. The light skin and the dark skin, alright? So the light skinned dean comes in to my classroom and he's like, oh, is Christian here? And the teacher's like, yeah, he's right there. Points to me, and then I'm like, what's up? And he's like, oh, come to my office, I need you and stuff. So I come into the office. It's empty, there ain't nobody in there. So the dark skinned D one walks in and he's like, well, I need to ask you some questions. And I'm like, alright, fine, whatever, ask me what you gotta ask me, right? So pretty much he just gets straight to the point. He's like, oh, have you been bringing any freaking weed to the school or any drugs? And I'm like, why are you asking me this? Like, why are you accusing me of this? And he's like, well, people have been saying that you've been bringing drugs to the school, and someone today said that you gave them a red lighter. So I'm being honest. I'm like, alright, man. To be honest, I've bring some weed into school like maybe 4 or 5 times, but I ain't give nobody that red lighter. So he's like, okay, okay. Are you sure you did not give that person the red lighter? I'm like, nah, man. And then he's like, well, she told me you gave her that red lighter. I said I did not give her that red lighter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So he's like, okay, well, tell me where you get your weed from. I'm being super honest over here. I'm not trying to get like expelled. I didn't get expelled from this, but I wasn't trying to get expelled at the time, okay? So pretty much he's like, where you get your weed from? I'm like, oh, well, my friend, let's give him the name of Jacob. His name really isn't Jacob, clearly, but my friend Jacob brings me the freaking weed. I give him the money and he brings it to me. And he's like, oh, really? Nice. And then he's like, do you know anybody that smokes with you also or anything like that? I'm like, yeah, I know a few people. So he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you a sticky note, and you just write down the people's names that you know of. So he gives me the sticky note and a pen, and when I tell you, I'll write down like at least 50 names of people that I know. Like, I'm being the most like. I'm being the most obvious. I say even where I'm being the most. Like, I'm being the biggest op ever. I'm writing down like 50 names, right? So I give him the paper. He's reading the names off. He's like, wow. He's looking at the light skinned dean. He's like, wow, look at this. Like, this person. Like, you would have never suspected and stuff like that, right? So I'm so scared and traumatized right now. Whenever I think of a name that I didn't write down, I'm like, oh wait, let me get the sticky note back. I forgot it. Like, that's how much I didn't want to get in trouble, right? So, I'm done writing down the names and stuff. So then he calls in the principal, right? And he's like, well, can you tell Mr. Jacob? Let's give him the name of Jacob. He's like, well, can you tell Mr. Jacob what you just told us? And I'm like, all right, fine. So pretty much what I do, I explain everything that I told the freaking deans. I don't need to say it all over again because that's too much work. But I told them what happened, right? So he's like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna have to inform your mom. And I'm like, no freaking way. Like, I didn't say this, but in my head I'm like, these guys better not call my mom, because I just told these guys no all the information they ever needed to know in the whole entire world. Like, I told them everything pretty much, right? So they're like, we're gonna have to inform your mom. In reality, they didn't freaking call my mom. They didn't tell nobody. My mom didn't know or nothing like that. That's good for me, but freaking yeah, they didn't call my mom. So pretty much they let me go back to class, and I go to class and they're like, oh, everybody's like, oh, what happened? What happened? Why did they call you? So I'm like, uh, I don't know. They just asked me if I saw somebody in a fight or something. I don't remember what I said, okay? That's why I'm stuttering so much. I don't remember what I said, but I made up some dumb excuse because I wasn't going to tell them what they really freaking told me, because then they would have been mad at me. They would have been like, "Oh, did you tell on me?" And they would have been like, "Oh, well," they would probably told them and asked them, and I would have gotten more trouble. I would have got suspended or something. So I wasn't trying to tell them what really happened, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.